Mr. Aniger has saved us with this, because the girls and the boys both, it's not getting to play in the fall by having the facility. We were actually able to get a lot of practice done. It was probably really better for the freshmen that we weren't playing. All in all, I think we've fared very well, and I say that simply because we've had a great place to get practice done, and they've had a place that they call home now. They wake up every day and they know where they can go instead of where we're going today. And all in all, I think we came out of it about as good as could be expected, and it's been a blessing to have Christopher back, and then with Nick transferring in from Kent State, Nick Montz, it's been great to have two what I call super seniors here to give the boys some additional guidance. I never really realized how important upperclassmen were in golf, so to speak, until we got our own facility. And now on the weekends, if I'm not here, they can do so much, and those boys really have a huge influence on the kids how to practice, what to practice, and what to do. I actually told Mr. Aniger last week that the greatest improvement I've seen in the team as a whole is their wedge game. Before, it was very difficult to get the kids to practice wedges because we were at a golf course, we were surrounded by regular players or members at a country club if we were getting to play. And here, having our own facility and the guys being able to use these greens, practicing wedges, I can actually go out and stand on the practice green while they're hitting, and we can talk back and forth. You can do things here we couldn't do anywhere else. We can be more relaxed in our practice. We can be more dedicated in our practice. We don't have to get out of anybody's way. If we want to stand there and hit the same shot for 4 hours, no member is going to come over and say, you're tearing up our grass, or why can't I hit here? So for that reason, I've seen the entire team improve their wedge game. So, they come in the locker room, they get dressed, they go out, they get on the simulator, they get on TrackMan, or they're out on the short game area, and I just walk out and find out, okay, what are we working on? And that's a real good system because they stay fresh. They're doing basically what they want to work on their game instead of me making them do something they might not have wanted to do. There's not a shot on a golf course that they can't practice at this facility, which was by design. That's what Mr. Aniger wanted, and that's what I wanted. And Celebrity Greens did a great job putting in these greens. Everything that we needed, now we have. The thing I've seen in Christopher is that the maturity between when he was a freshman and now being his age and being a year removed from graduation, and he's even said it. He knows what his responsibility is. Nick's a very good example, and they pull the kids aside and say, hey, you need to go do this, you need to do that. So I'm not the full-time authority figure anymore, and I kind of like that. Christopher and Nick are going to play every event. I've already told the boys, you can call it qualifying if you want, but we qualify every day. So the other kids know you're qualified for 3 spots or 4 spots because that's just the way it is. I didn't know Nick that well. I talked to him a few times, but he's a quiet person, very unassuming, goes about his business. He's not gregarious and loud, but he's one of those guys that makes an impact, and he's very helpful with the kids. Ryan has made tremendous strides in his game, and he's so strong and he has so much talent. But his workload at school was so hard. His first, he started mid-year of his freshman year, and then after that, he was so busy in class. There were a lot of times that he couldn't play. When we would go places to play, he didn't get out of class till 4:30 or 5 o'clock, or he had a 5 o'clock class, so he didn't get to play with us a lot. So he's been here since Thanksgiving. He's been in Naples, and he worked on his game, wore out a set of grips, wore out some golf clubs, and he's seen it, and now he takes big advantage of this practice facility. He loves to practice. Well, in the starting 5, Truman Kepi was really good. He's been real solid in qualifying, and he's going to be playing in the number 3 spot. He's going to be playing his first college event as a freshman. And then Matthew Festi is going to be going as an individual, because the one thing that we do know is if Nick or Chris at the same time have to go to a Q school and they're going to miss an event, the young boys are going to have to step up to be in that 5 rotation. So, Benjamin Resnick and Lumley and Mason and Ryan, they're going to need some help from the youngsters. So that's what we're trying to do, is get them ready. And you know, Coop's working hard. Matthew Cooper's working very hard as a freshman. He used to be a tremendous tennis talent. He started playing golf late, and it's a big transition. And Mason looks great. Mason's this, he just goes about his business, just goes out and plays golf. And you know, he really started to get a grasp of it last year, just about the time I thought he was going to be great for conference last year. Of course, we didn't get to play. I would say that I'm expecting Nick and Chris to play good everywhere we go. And I've told the boys, this is a year where the pressure is all on the number 3, number 4, and number 5 boys, because you can't afford to give away what those 2 guys are getting for us. So and it's not unusual to think that Truman and Mason couldn't go out there and throw a low number in, and we could be really good. Knock on wood, you know, we could be really good. We could finally get something going.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take some adjusting. I mean, I didn't want to go out like that last year. I wanted to finish it out with the boys and play the last couple tournaments, but obviously that didn't work out. So I'm looking forward to taking this opportunity and finishing out with some of my best friends and just playing some golf. We're able to come out here every day whenever we want. There's nobody going to bother us. Can do whatever we want, hit any type of shot, and I think it just makes our game more well-rounded. So there's really no excuses for us to be hitting bad shots, putting bad, because we got it all right here. I feel like my game's in a pretty good spot. Last year when we kind of ended, I ended on a sour note. I didn't play very well in our last tournament in Vegas, and then but you know, I had a few good tournaments this winter. Played well in the Florida Am and played well in a few other events. But you know, I'm just looking forward to just getting it going one more time and seeing what we can do and see if we can make some noise coming in. Yeah, we've been best friends since we were like 12 or something like that back home. But you know, it's good to have a familiar face for back in here, and we're living together. So it's been nice, and he's a hard worker, so it's good to have him on the team. Right, so I mean, having the fall off was almost a blessing in disguise for the younger guys, because, you know, especially when I came in here my freshman year, I had really no idea what we were doing. But they at least had the fall off kind of just to get acclimated. So it's not like we're really mentoring them, but they kind of take responsibility of their own actions, and they kind of see what everybody else does. And you know, we're just going to go out and try to play our best, and then see where we end up. But our expectations are definitely a little bit higher this year than last year. And then individually, you know, this is my 5th year. I feel like I've kind of grown up a lot, and probably time for me to win a golf tournament. And then from there, I guess once college golf's over, I guess I'm going to turn pro, and then we'll see where that goes.
You know, it's been a pretty wild ride getting here. I mean, after our season was canceled in March, I thought I was done playing, so getting down here, thought we would be playing in the fall, and just pretty fortunate to be playing this spring. So it's been pretty up and down, and just trying to take it as we go. But you know, it's been a good adjustment being down here. The weather is a little better than up north, so it's been good. Oh, I mean, it's been huge. You know, I came at a pretty good time. I mean, it opened right when I got here, so I got pretty fortunate. I mean, we had a good facility at Kent, but there's nothing like being able to practice outside in January and February. So I recently just started working with a new swing coach, so just trying to groove some of those things in. But you know, I played pretty well in the fall, so just trying to build on some of the momentum I had there. And you know, I think just probably getting off the tee a little better will help. But you know, I'm feeling pretty good for the first event. I mean, as far as goals, it's tough to say right now, but you know, I'm just extremely blessed to be able to continue playing. I mean, I basically was going to be done playing in the spring of last year. I was going to hang up the club, so I'm just extremely fortunate to continue to be able to play, and I'm really excited. I mean, as far as the team, we got a good group of guys, and I think having the fall off was probably a good thing for us. You know, just being able to play together, and I think me and Chris were able to give some of the younger guys some good pointers. So I think we're heading in the right direction.